Greetings everyone, and Great here for another Copy Heroes 1 replay. Spawn on the south side as the British forces, we have Statement. Spawn on the north side as the Wehr, we have Znk12Hd. I don't know why, when I look at that I think sinkhole. And which makes no sense. Either way, got the scope rifle squad, maybe eyeing for this fuel sector, maybe the munitions sector. He is actually eyeing for this regular strategic point. You have another intersection squad being put on the field. He may be eyeing for this strategic point there so he can get the other intersection squad up here quicker. It is a big sector, so this will aid this squad greatly. Over here, we got the mission sector being captured up. We do have 2 pioneers building out Wehrmacht quarters there, no additional pioneers. This squad is eyeing for this munition sector at the moment. Not sure where this one's eyeing. He may be eyeing for this fuel sector with him. It's a short distance from his sector to this sector. Pioneers now eyeing for the left flank of the map.
Ready to set off. We're listening.
And now we got the lieutenant and then pack up. And looks like these pioneers eyeing for some tank traps there, some Dragon T's tank trap, in order to help lock down this region.
Ready to fill the day.
Intersection squads now push away forward. This one does get slowed down a little bit too early, honestly. No, he got slowed down because the HQ got packed up.
Ammo depot has been booked out.
He was out of supply, technically. The initial sector has been secured. Intersection capturing up the fuel sector. Fuel point being captured up now. Pioneers eyeing for this BP. And both these sectors being captured up now. Forward HQ is currently right here. Will he establish on the fuel point, this munitions point, or go something safer than this munitions point? Let's find out. You have the motorcycle being put on the field. Very nice. Fuel sector has been secure.
Yes, sir. We're receiving you.
And he is eyeing for right around here. Let's pull it right there. I wonder if the retreat path will make it so they stop over here. Guess we'll find out soon enough.
Now hands in area. Point secure.
If they get retreated back on this side, that could be either a good or a bad thing. It could make it very exposed, not a safe retreat spot, but also means he can constantly provide pressure there. Pioneers here. Lieutenant, of course, retreating back on the far side, so you will not be able to figure out this time around. Another intersection squad being put on the field. Motorcycle dancing around. Over here, we got the pioneers are going straight for the safe, what I usually call the safe points. But let's see a bit of fire from that emplacement. Motorcycle see a bit of damage there. Did more damage to the intersection. It does get inside the garrison now. Motorcycle see a bit more fire. And we've got the Scope Squad now eyeing for this Pioneer. Scope Squad would be good items in order to help secure up the flanks. Because, of course, the Scope Rifle can move out of territory at full speed. And the Pioneer Squad now is being pursued by the Scope Rifle Squad. Pioneer Squad does fall back. He may wipe out the squad. He does wipe out the squad. Very nice. Going for more Pioneers. Volksgrenadier Squad advancing forward. Now it's going to focus on the Volksgrenadiers. Volksgrenadiers getting nice and close. Over here, motorcycle will find the intersection and lieutenant. The lieutenant does just damage the engine of that motorcycle. These forces still engaging. This motorcycle still being pursued. Scope Rifle Squad getting some damage there on the Pioneer. As we've got the Volksgrenadier just taking some free shots in the intersection in that squad now. And now the intersection does fall back. Fuel point being captured on up. Got the fuel support truck now being pulled on the field. You may eye on this munition sector or this fuel sector up here. Rifle grenades. Early rifle grenades have been put on outfield. It's good potentially get some good damage to the Pioneer. They tend to stack up where they're capping at, but not at the moment.
Trying to secure one of our sectors.
And the fuel sector has been saved. Oh, thank you for the follow. Znk12Hd. I probably butchered your name. Altis, I think. My apologies. We do have now the field support truck eyeing for... trying to find the flag.
Jerry's cut forward supply lines.
Stand by for orders.
Thank you.
Just point.
We do now have the scope rifle, not scope rifle squad, the grenade launcher squad and the lieutenant eyeing for the southern sectors once again.
Outfit
Scope rifle squad has been reinforced.
channel clear. Go ahead.
Now let's see who's going to deploy it on out. People like the missions, but also people like the early fuel. Depends how hungry, how you want to feed your stuff. You want to feed your guns or feed your fuel tanks. Pioneer squad does fall back, does escape on out of there. Each section here does get forced back by the sniper.
Chaps are ready when you are.
And I think he's heading to the munitions sector based on its movement pattern. He may be eyeing up here, I'm guessing.
Establish a base.
It is on the munitions sector in there, not the fuel sector. You take a better look right there, as well as we can take a look at this Grenadier, Volks Grenadiers advancing forward. He does feel spot the field support truck there, going from melee for some sappers, not for our captain,
German forces are
into
trying to overrun
Stewart.
one of our sectors.
If section here not doing all too much at the moment, trying to avoid the sniper fire. With your scope rifle squad advancing on forward, there is MG42 to help protect this point, the cutoff point.
A fuel point is being seized.
Volks Grenadiers engaging the section melee range, I should say. Wrong game. We do now have the Volks Grenadier squad receiving the damage there. Intersection getting reinforced there. Rifle grenades. Oh, that rifle grenade seemed like it did a bit of friendly fire damage. This Volks Grenadier squad could be wiped out. Nope, it does not get wiped out there. Pioneers eyeing for the strategic point. Where's that sniper? There's a sniper. It's off retreating away. Pioneer squad does fall back. It does get a hit there onto the infantry section. Rifle grenades fired. Got the range correct, but missed the direction.
Shut your gobs and listen. Look sharp.
Not getting inside the garrison at the moment, probably a good idea, so he doesn't get any additional fire from the sniper. Scope rifle squad advancing forward and overrun the MG42, and the MG42 does prevent the scope rifle squad from overrunning him. Does fall back now. Sniper does take a shot there as well.
Bloody brilliant, lads. We deserve some bloody lead.
Let's see. Nothing else being deployed by the field support truck.
Go ahead, sir.
Though it seems like a bit of fuel has been consumed there. Ah, that's why. 25 pounder. So we see the direction with the British players going for. The Wehrmacht player, no visible doctrine either. 25 pounder here doesn't necessarily means he's going for Royal Artillery. I haven't heard anything that sounds like Dr. Lock-in, and I had to select the 25 pounder while switching players, so now there's a permanent reticle right here. Volks Grenadiers gain bit damage on the scope on the rifle Grenadier squad. Now the infantry squad advances forward with the support of the lieutenant nearby as well. Volks Grenadier does get inside this garrison. Will be able to fire out with all of its models in its current position there. Lieutenant in the range as well. He's getting a couple of hits there on the lieutenant. Receiving a nice rifle grenade there, and there's a 25 pounder barrage. Volks Grenadier squad will escape out of there, but will be battered and bruised. Rifle Grenadier does fire a grenade for the Pioneers.
Pioneers here.
Pioneers eyeing for the safe point once again. And we got this other Pioneer squad just putting up some tank traps there to limit the Brits' mobility. You could actually take time to put up more tank traps here to limit the mobility some more. We got a half track here. I wonder, could this be for a flamer half track? Stupid idea. Probably not. Nobody ever goes to a flamer half track. And we also got a British landmine here. Very nice. There's a Wehrmacht landmine there, so we got some landmines pulled out by both players. Pioneer squad does get forced back by the scope rifle squad. This one does capture the fuel point entirely, though he doesn't have this point captured up, so it will be out of supply. Hit squad getting a bit of damage. Another landmine deployed out there. This landmine's here. Are we going to find a sniper in the landmine?
One of our snipers, KIA.
Yep. And again, that happens way, way too often. And I'm going to take a peek at my other computer and get that clipped. You'd be surprised how many times I see that in replays. Sniper into landmine.
You need any construction? Ready
We
for
do now
orders.
have another 251 half track moving around the left flank of the map. Panzer squad does get inside this
An assault
garrison.
force has now been assembled in our reserves.
And now we do have Blitzkrieg being selected. He may be going for stormtroopers for a pair of Panzer to ambush the various structures. Sending out stormtrooper here, camouflage it, Panzer over here, could be pretty good. We now have the Grenadier squad getting forced on back. And here, 25 pounder barrage raining on in.
Our base is under attack.
Grenadier squad see a bit of fire, falling back. More rifle grenades raining on in. Good hit there. Compcraft Center now deployed on the field, eyeing for a bit of veteran C. Veteran C1 support units. Let's move right here so we can see the 25 pounder barrage and these forces moving around. Rifle grenade does get a bit of splash there in the Volksgrenadier. He could really use the veteran C1 to get some health regen. Rifle grenades just good at doing some good chip damage.
Com system in order.
The trap track now load up with a Pioneer, eyeing to suppress down these forces. Captain taking pot shots with his revolvers. Rifle grenade. Again, more splash damage there on the Volksgrenadier. Oops. I was trying to click on this bunker. This bunker actually was quite wounded from that 25 pounder barrage. Volksgrenadiers receive massive damage, still trying to be reinforced. See the hit there from the Fiat. And we still got the rifle grenade squad suppressed. Captain and Lieutenant eyeing to push back the Volksgrenadiers and do force back the Volksgrenadier. We got the Captain's Vector target now being called on in.
Attention, the enemy advances.
And over here we got the Panzer squad eyeing to engage the field support truck. So we have to see what doctrine his opponent's gone for. He's not going for anything else at the moment as well. Respect the British forces. One command point. He should have more than that, right? So I think he selected a doctrine and got some abilities selected. I don't see any boards here, so that leaves me to believe that he's gone for rural artillery. Good hits there onto the field support truck. Does only have one Panzer shot there. More Panzer upgraded. Does receive some good rifle grenades. Those were the far side field support truck, but still receiving rifle fire from the intersection. This squad is likely to get wiped out. MG42 needs to press and focus down that rifle grenade squad. There goes that half track as well. Does press down the rifle grenade squad and does wipe out the Panzer squad. Another Panzer squad here, receiving a bit more damage from these rifle grenades and Piets. They've got a an upgrade as well. Capture clearing station on the field. Grab some casualties here. Should be able to grab some good number of casualties in this near future. Volksgrenadiers does stop capturing the point there. 25 pounder barrage wipes out the 25 pounder, and now we've got a fresh stew on the field. First stew shot rains on in, does get a good hit there. And we do have a Piet rolls and miss there. Not a big fan of the Piets overall. More small damage. Armor command truck now pulling the field. He may want to go take a bit of time to get out of Firefly, so maybe a Cromwell, in order to help pursue the Stew's rear armor would be useful. Does decapture the VP there, does fall back. Kid squad does fall back as well. Volksgrenadiers does decapture that point. Overall, the British forces have lost a lot of field control, not getting this point captured. The two save points and not collecting income. It's raining on in. Though PS can fire over hedges, that could be very useful. Those opponent could force fire over the hedge as well. Stu receiving minimal damage as veteran C1 at the time frame. Rifle grenade squad almost got wiped out. That reinforcement saved him. Saved the squad. Didn't save all his buddies. They just all die. The support truck still a bit damaged. Do not have the armor command truck. Maybe I do deploy on this fuel sector there. See a nice hit there.
Destroyed a German target.
Was that a Goliath? That may have been a Goliath there. Armor command truck now being deployed on the field. Piets are raining on in. Do small splash damage there. Volksgrenadiers now advancing on the flank. Field support truck still a bit damaged. Brand's advancing on forward. So we got the captain here? Okay. The captain may have killed somebody. Now we've got the command tank being put on the field, so it's going for a Firefly supported by command tank. This hedge line could be a good spot to put the command tank. Yes, the captain there. Can't see if he killed anybody in the kill counter. Where is he firing at? Oh, he's trying to hit these pioneers. Stu finds another shot there onto the Brent squad. Got 2 Stus on the field. Let that Stu in. 25-pounder barrage raining on in. Piets. I have no real faith in Piets. It's the fact that the sector is not captured as well. There's a little bit of bug where if your guys straddle along between your sector and your outer sector, you don't actually get the full movement speed normality, but just lost entire Piet squad there as well as half a squad. Command tank has been put on field. Friend squad advancing forward. Armor command truck seeing a bit damaged there. It needs these Piets to force back these Stus. Stus receive a bit of good damage there. Command tank can't do much. It's going to receive some pan truck fire there, and that Grenadier has 2 pan trucks at the moment. These guys are disintegrating into thin red paste from the high explosive, I should say. Yes, it's not disintegrated, but dismemberment. Command tank does get some crush there on the Grenadier squad. Does get a hit before falling back. Armor command truck under fire once more. It is still the captain, as well as another squad over there, capturing on up. I think it's a scope rifle squad. Brent squad has seen a bit of damage there. Command tank is trying to keep that Stu there. Gets pushing forward. I think that's officer artillery from the lieutenant. Let's get a good hit there. And next, oh, there's going to be a lot of rounds hitting that Stu. That late response could potentially kill it. The next set of rounds rained out pretty wide.
Forward supply lines.
Does actually take out the Stu with a long-range Piet shot there. So the Stu does get a good hit there on the other Piet squad. Captain firing more rounds to the Pioneers, and he actually is getting kills. Got himself another kill. See his opponent right now does have 2 command points. Nothing being put on the field. Nothing large. Nothing much on the field as well. Back 38, camouflaging forward, and that's likely going to be a Firefly. Down south, the Scoop Rifle squad captured those save points, and we've got these Grenadiers moving around. This is the double pan truck one. His alternate Grenadier. He doesn't have any Volks, has 2 Pioneers. Back 30 in a Stu. Very, very little out on the field.
Let's be ready, boys.
He squad full health. Trying to repair up the armor command truck now. Down south, Grenadiers are they trying to move around, perhaps try to hit the 25-pounder. It's usually a job for the stormtroopers you can bring in, but those Grenadiers can do it. They can do it as well. Firefly has been deployed on the field. Got another Stu on the field. Pack 38 here to support. Thank you. Sorry, I just saw your Twitch comment. Let's get hit there on the command tank. Firefly getting some damage there. Thanks to nearby command tank, he does reasonably well. It's always my opinion that your first pencil, you really want to have the command tank rather than the stat count, just to simply make sure that the Firefly does some great work. You can always rely on stewards for AT support rather than stat counts, and the command tank support of Firefly makes him really good versus armor. We got the captain's vector target not being put on field, and the Grenadier squad does take out the 25-pounder as predicted. They're not stormtroopers, but they can do. That command tank could go down as well. Command tank goes down as well. Even crushed a couple of the Pioneer or Sapper models. He's going to hit the casualty clearing station there. Rifle grenades raining on in, but doesn't get any damage there. He's focused on the casualty clearing station. Oh, rifle grenade does connect. It does hit the casualty clearing station as well. Now maybe a good idea to evacuate, just run away. They did some good work. Just withdraw safely. No need to lose him at this moment in time. Gets a good splash hit as well, and there goes the armor command tank, as armor command truck as well. So that's another big loss as Stu gets a good hit there. Was that officer artillery actually? Okay, no, that was the Stu shot there. Officer artillery was raining on top of the Stu. That round was definitely from the Stu. Stu's falling on back there. Rifle grenades can't do much against the armor, but got another Stu here. And now about the Firefly. Oh no, he still has the Firefly. Doesn't have the command to inspire it. Firefly still can be useful. Let's get it button there. Pioneer received a good hit. Does roll a miss there. Firefly is a bit damaged. He may want to fall back and lick his wounds. And he lost a unit. He lost a Pioneer somewhere. Maybe over here. Or maybe the captain picked him off. He loves taking pot shots against Pioneers.
One of our sectors has been cut off.
Armor command truck's still pretty healthy. Field support truck is healthy but damaged. And we got 5 command points here. That should be enough for a Tiger tank, right? So may see a Tiger Panzer. He may be not selecting it just yet, because you can always keep the command points saved up until he actually has the manpower to actually deploy it, or keep them, or he's going to be going for it. Oh. Thank you for the follow, Shiron79S. What I was trying to say is he could keep the command points held up until he has 800 manpower to deploy up the Tiger tank, or he could then realize it's a moment for him to call in, say, Blitzkrieg, and then use those command points to use the ability, and then use the command points in that way. Keep it in storage and have to use it immediately. But he is going to eye for the Tiger Panzer. He doesn't have a lot of munitions in at the moment either, so you may want to rectify that. Firefly does go down to Pack 38. Very nice. Pack 38 severely wounded. And now that Tiger Tank gets to do some great work. His opponent, what does he have? Nothing really. Pietz, and I have no faith in Pietz. That was good a hit there. Hopefully his faith in Pietz is better than my own. And hopefully that faith is also rewarded, because right now it's not looking good for him. Pack 38 rolls a bounce on the canvas of the truck. Basically like a giant trampoline, that's how that works, right? The Stu gains some good hits there as well. The squad are seeing some shots from the Stu now. Looks like he's forced on the ground. Slit trench there. And now the armor command trucks, or the field support truck down, so you can no longer pull out any additional Piets, or sappers to be upgraded Piets. Scope our squad and gain some good damage there onto the Grenadier. Right now it's the capture favor of the British forces. The the Wehrmacht does have more VPs as his opponent. And now the hedge has been destroyed in front of the command truck, so it can receive its fire there. Good PS there. He does get some slit trenches here. He's going to try to dig in. He has already set the doctrine, so simply just can't pull out Churchill's in emergency. You actually have another fresh armor command truck going for a Firefly. Very nice. He does need that. A command tank to go along with it wouldn't hurt as well, but he may just want to go for 2 Fireflies first. As was another 2 more Sapper models. Scope Armor Squad advancing forward. Want to hit that Pioneer. There goes the Sapper. And now he does not have access to repairs. Losing that Sapper is actually very, very important, because he has his only repair squad. I have the Tiger Tank here. He does have some slit trenches to help him hold the line. And the captain's doing a good job in his slit trench. I wonder how many kills the captain actually got. Probably the most amount of kills I've ever seen by captain, who does not have a slot weapon. Rifle grenades, of course, raining on in and not doing much for the Stews. Firefly gets a pen down the Tiger Tank. There goes that Scope Rifle squad. Field support. The HQ command truck now seeing massive fire there. Firefly gets good damage on in. Another Firefly in the build queue. once that's probably gonna be his last tank on the field for a bit of time because field support truck's about ready to go down. Stu gets distracted by the Bren squad. Bren squad doing a good job of distracting. Firefly's advancing forward, getting some damage onto these armor. Rifle grenade squad also advances forward, fires some rifle grenades. Trying that Pioneer. He may just want to fall back for these squads. Yes, he does. Does have a casualty clearance station here. X, however, having trouble finding casualties not dismembered by the Stu shots. And there goes the HQ command truck as well. He may want to fall back these forces entirely, just retreating back all the way home. Set the HQ command truck in a more safer position. Command truck does connect onto the Firefly. Second Firefly has been deployed in the field. Running just sitting. Okay, just got deployed out in the field. Hatcher squad poses a massive threat to the Firefly, but the rifle grenade squad does get a good hit there. Rifle grenade squad severely wounded. Firefly gets a pistol on the Tiger tank. Does lose the rifle grenade squad. Firefly advancing forward. Additional command point there.
German target.
Hatcher does connect. This maybe squad has two. Yes, it does. The HQ command truck's not going to see to fire there. He may want to just pull it out in this corner here. Firefly's advancing on forward, trying to find some more damage to this Tiger tank, which is halfway wounded, halfway dead.
Their battalions just received access to self-propelled artillery.
Breeze can now be called on in. Let's find the armor command truck, and there's nothing here to really defend it. Fireflies can do some work, and the two Bren models will do even better. But he needs a field support truck on the field as soon as he can, because he needs repairs. Both his Fireflies have damage. Bren squad does get reinforced there a little bit, and there goes the armor command truck. He should really eye for the field support truck next. He needs repairs. Perhaps get a repair sapper out, not Piets. And he could perhaps go for overhealed 17-pounder as well.
Germans are now at 300 points.
He does have a bit of manpower to work with. Has a good amount of fuel coming on in. Here's the fuel support truck. Very nice. The sapper squad could also be useful garrisoning these slit trenches. Lieutenant may just want to sit in one of these trenches as well to make sure it stays garrisoned.
Captain, ready for
Captain's got 4 kills and 2 command points. It's probably all of his own work there. His own handiwork.
Troops ready, sir. Seems Jerry decided not to fight, lads.
Wait, how did Lieutenant get 1 vehicle kill? I don't even want to know. Oh, officer artillery. That's probably how.
Tank commander here, sir.
Got the Stews now pushing forward as... Oh, the Stews are wounded. Yeah. Let's take a look at the... He has a Goliath on the field. He has 2 Pioneers, no veterancy onto them just yet, so they have a lot of work in front of them to get repairs. I think if I follow... How do I pronounce that name? AF or Fort? I have no idea. F4 Foot? Butchering these names. I'm good at butchering names, not pronouncing them. We got the Bren squad advance forward. This could be a great button here. Tiger tank could advance. If he does, that could be deadly for the Tiger tank. Pack 30, however, finds a connection there. Stu gets some hits there. This Stu's mostly repaired. Got also a Pack 38 here as well. Camouflage its way forward. Switch back to, let's see, no differential, no differential battle phase. Still no repair squad. There's a sapper. He needs to be a repair sapper in my opinion. I'm a little bit biased towards the overheal. A4 effort. There we go. Thank you. Oh wait, is that how you pronounce your name or... Oh, your name really sounds like A4F4. Great. Now I actually see that, or I'm not sure if you were being sarcastic in my bad pronunciation. Do have now the sapper squad getting repaired on up. Lieutenant, we're seeing a bit of fire there. Captain here as well. The Brent squad will be able to hold the line for a bit of time. Repair sapper, try and get some repairs. Got a lot of work in front of him. The officer, let's see, needs a bit more munitions there for the officer artillery, but that could be useful help in saving, especially hit those Pack 38s. Friends are now the garrison the slitchers there trying to the Pack 38, very nice. It does almost have enough manpower for priest. I would say going for priest right now would be very useful just so he can hit these Pack 38s. Needs some damage to the HQ man truck. He does have repair sappers, would be useful help getting them it repaired up. Pack 38 push way forward, and now got a priest up on field, immediately get a barrage off in this region. Rolls it bounce. Damage right there on the HQ command truck. I think this Firefly may have been being hit by this Pack 38. Starting to repair up the other one now. And he immediately gets hit there, has to back on off, may go down. Receives a bouncer that saved him.
Priest is at the RV grid point.
Now it looks like we got the Creeping Barrage. Creeping Barrage annihilates one of the Pack 38. Very good for Creeping Barrage. Got the Penchuck squad there. This Firefly is severely damaged. Does lose his Firefly there. This Firefly has a bit of help to work with. Friend squad gains some great damage there. Firefly is backing around the corner. It may still be angled there. Well, he gets out of the garrison either way. I'll repair the Firefly now. See how well did that Creeping Barrage do. He did save from the Pack 38s. This Stu's severely damaged. Tiger Tank has health. Stu has health. Does have enough munitions for... Oh, look at that munitions income. He has 85 munitions income because look at the field control he has. Going to be able to call on a lot of artillery. Maybe a good idea for a button. Does button there. May want to hit the Stu. Does get some crushes there. Crush two of the models there. Button leaves them vulnerable to that. He probably should have button from inside the slit trench. Firefly gains some hits down the Tiger Tank. Tiger Tank gets a bounce on the Firefly. 25 pounder or priest 105 barrage running on in this sector.
One of our munition stores.
Repair sapper down to one last model there. Receives a miss there from Tiger Tank. Repair sapper may want to just retreat back. He's about to receive a Stu shot, and this will likely kill him. It did kill him. Tiger Tank station's almost down. Another good hit there. Capture clear station does go down. See another hit there. Damage and crit there on the Tiger Tank. That is button. Just needs to maintain max range there.
Destroy the German target.
Ooh, Goliath, I believe that was. Nailed this priest, but didn't get a death crit. Though also, I don't know the damage, how easily a Goliath can kill off a priest at full health. Don't say it doesn't happen all too often. Left one does go down. Brent squad needs repairs. Reinforcements, I should say. Does get another model there. May get a short there. Brent squad does get burned alive. He is trying to hurl charge away. Stu. Who got the kill there on the Firefly? Officer artillery now raining on the top of the Tiger Tank. Gets May got a shorty crit there. Next set of rounds may take it out. Armor command truck being employed on out of the field. Firefly needs repairs. Sapper on the way.
Our supply lines are being...
Tiger Tank still alive. Pioneer could try repairing it up. Pioneer singular. Stu rolls a hit there on the wall. These things just may just want to fall back to the armor command or the field support truck. Priest now being chased by the Stu, or maybe the Firefly is. Hand truck will probably take out the priest. Priest does go down. Armor command truck now below the field. Stu now engaging. I'm not sure where the Pioneer... There's the Pioneer. Does get inside the slit trench. Another Pioneer does get... Capture up to the central VP. And he got the main gun back on the Firefly. And his... Not sure if his engine was ever damaged, but it is no longer... it's not undamaged. is not damaged, I should say. Drop right there. HQ command truck may go down. Does get out one priest to pull it out before it goes down, which also means he's not going to have any munitions or fuel income for the time being.
Alright, chaps. Fire up.
Firefly getting repaired on up. Got the first here. Repair sappers, which will be able to quickly repair it up, as was going to do with heal.
Strategic sector.
Currently right now, he has no, what's called, intersections. Inches still damage on the tiger tank. Gotta bounce.
Supply lines are broken. We have a
Pioneer's trying to go
territory
for
cut off from
repairs
supply.
now. Firefly advancing forward with little no help. Panic could take him out. Does roll a bounce there.
Battalion is down to 200 points.
Lieutenant supporting the intersection, or the sapper there. Sapper may just want to take time to repair this up. You can use the priest pinto mount to get some damage. It does suppress infantry units, but against Pantrax, maybe not a good idea. He's 400 manpower over here. Got 1,400 manpower. Small reserve munitions, excellent reserve of fuel. You probably should eye for the battle phases and get out the Panzer Command, in my opinion, and start getting out some armor. So it's going to need Oswinds, but Panzer Force could be a good item to help support out the technique engage the Firefly. Maybe get some veterancy? What veterancy does he have? He only has veterancy 1. Does have a pair of stormtroopers.
Pioneers here.
This one is unupgraded. This one is being upgraded with Panzerschreck. He is getting a little bit lucky. Do now have the 25 or the 105 now firing away. And there's nothing there at the moment. Fire tank does have his engine repaired and is getting repaired up by a pair of pioneers. Repair sapper.
Resources for Blitz are now available.
Manpower blitz now available, so his tire doctrine's now filled out. And there's the assault phase, as well as some pioneers. After the assault phase, he wants pioneers. We'll keep up assault phase after that, in my opinion.
Wheel repairs are finished.
Ready for duty.
Stormtrooper does spot the Ford HQ command truck. It's not very forward, but he will go ahead and give some extra munitions. Field support trucks on the fuel point and the armor command trucks on the base sector. Grenade has been thrown, but does get avoided.
Enemy is down to 100 points.
Ready for duty.
And the Stormtrooper squad does fall back now.
Stormtroopers ready for orders.
Stormtroopers pushing their way forward. Got the pioneers have repaired the Tiger tank. Stews. Could buff out the scratches on this one. Got that landmine still there. Is there any more landmines left on the field? I can't select any at the moment. Lieutenant trying to capture this VP. He is very wounded. Maybe should learn to duck once in a while. Firefly's not fully repaired up either. Maybe the repair sappers can quickly get that repaired up, but the triple capture, you actually probably need to focus the VPs because this triple capture is posing too much of a threat to him. 105, eyeing for a barrage, a blind barrage
They're losing
somewhere.
territory. Veterans engaged.
Possibly, yeah. He had this much resource as well, so he probably had enough resource to really push forward. I think the problem is he also didn't go for battle phase as quick as within the back end of all this. I would think supporting Panzer Force wouldn't be half bad. Help hit the Fireflies as well as the infantry and the HQs. The support truck, seeing massive fire there, intersection, seeing bit of fire there. And he does decide to fall back, getting hit by too many flanks at once. Go ahead and cast GG, and does back of the game now. This is Anagrade saying, thank you for watching, and on to the next replay.